Hey everyone, Josh here. What is going on? So I posted a poll a few days ago about whether you guys would prefer the live streams to be on Wednesday or Thursday. And more people said Wednesday, so I'm going to try best I can to make them happen on Wednesday. See if that works best for everyone. Still don't have a fixed time yet, but that's all right. I'm in the middle of painting, doing getting a sneak preview at a video that I'm working on that is going to have some customs in it. So this is a clown Joker body that I'm painting orange. Trying to get a match for this. And I have, actually, let me grab it. This is Clown Joker, right out of the box, off the shelf. And then these will be the legs. Not quite a perfect match. Might live with this. I might see if I can get closer to that. Maybe more the salmon pink. Can't quite tell. The jacket, I got a better match though. Not quite perfect. I don't need it to be perfect. I'm just trying to get in the ballpark. But I spray painted all this stuff. They just, you know how it is with spray paint. The lid doesn't necessarily always match the what the paint looks like. Deflex, hey, what's going on? How long have I been collecting? Well, really, since I was a kid, I would say I've been collecting, and in some capacity ever since. But you know, not necessarily like heavy. And I've gone through different kinds of phases with different stuff. You know, McFarlane back in the day, movie maniacs and things like that, and then through got into imports for a while, Revoltech and stuff like that. Bon, what's up? Yeah, I'm doing this. I hit everything. I was trying to hit as many of these with spray paint as I possibly could. Just because, you know, laying on the paint like this with a brush and stuff, it's not ideal. Not that spray paint is necessarily like ideal. Ideal would be like airbrush, which I'm not. I'm not set up for that. So I'm trying to get a Sky Escape Joker. I don't have paint on my hands, do I? Sky Escape Joker custom going on. Dom Life, what's up? You know, Dom Life, I've never collected vinyl. Hey, Sky Knight, what's up? Eve Movie Maniacs. Which one was Eve? But no, Dom Life, I back, you know, I had a huge CD collection back when CDs were the most common form of personal music collection. But yeah, those days are long gone. Deflex, what else do I collect? Movies and books mostly, some comics, but not like nothing really. I mean, I've got like a lot of little mini collections, but they're very unfocused. You know, I've got a lot of horror stuff, but not necessarily like anything. I'm not necessarily getting original one sheets or whatever other things people normally collect in any kind of focused way. You know. Yeah, Votten. I'm trying to keep the classic DC figure energy alive. I love those that NECA Terminator line that was based on the old toy line where the Terminator would have that pink shirt and a big like a giant mechanical arm. Yeah, Dom Life. I had a ton of CDs and I treated them like garbage. Honestly, they are. So this is one of the others. You're getting more sneak peeks here coming soon. Tech Shield Batman. He's gonna look pretty dope. He's gonna look pretty badass. And then here is the third one. The third one here is the this is breaking the Kenner mold. The third one is gonna be because this isn't Kenner, it's Toy Biz. Bob the Goon. Classic figure. Like for me the OG like just civilian figure, regular Joe. So I've got the holdup on getting started was waiting for the Drifter Bruce Wayne. His body, and I did a leg swap with Riddler. So, and it's a little baggy right here, but I'm going to pin it back. I'll make it a little bit more tapered. It's not the exact kind of jacket. It's not the exact kind of boots. He's got a big hood. That's all right. I'm going to live with it. And then actually, you know what? The other part is I'm playing around with Vaughn, if you give me a Bob the Goon head, oh yeah, this isn't even sticking. I'm trying to get. I'm gonna have to sculpt a beard on him, but I was trying to get started with comedian Joker hair, which doesn't fit his head, so I have to cut it in half. It doesn't wrap all the way around, so It's not gonna meet in the back. I don't need the back to look good. It'll be fine. I'm about to drop it. But this guy with a beard on this. Can I hold it all in one? Oh God, Bob's hat doesn't stay on either. I'm trying to hold them all in one. And I got to get the little Joker icon on his jacket, but that's, and like I don't even know if this stuff's gonna stick really well. Like, look, I can't even get it to. It's not great to work with. I tried to carve out as much as I could to get it to form right to his head, but I don't even look perfect. It's just the gag is, I'll stand them up right next to their counterparts, and it'll be like, oh yeah, I get it. I'm very partial to that Kenner era. This fire escape, and the inspiration was that this clown. When I saw it, I was like, oh, those colors just give me a little bit of Sky Escape energy, and can I get it a little bit closer? So that's kind of where we're at. But, and you know what? I might as well give you guys a real. I'm going the whole. I'm going to give you another sneak peek. Those characters are going to be making an appearance, but they're also maybe an appearance from another classic, Quick Change Bruce Wayne. If you remember this guy. In the form of, ready for this? All right. Turtleneck. Oh yeah, coming soon. I'm going that hard. I'm committing to the bit that hard, guys. Okay, so I need to get back to painting, and I need to catch up on the comments. Yeah, Bob, though, if you can get a Bob the Goon, that'd be amazing. I was thinking that same thing, Botten, trying to get water stickers printed, but I think this is on black, so I can just do a black edge probably, and then print it on a regular sticker. It might not be perfect, but I think I could get something decent. D-Flex, how'd I get into figure collecting? I mean, I just played with figures a lot as a kid and never really stopped. Even once I was way too old for it. They're just, Todd paved the way, for like figures that were still cool once were past the age of 12. And then more and more companies started coming out. I can't remember the company. Does anybody remember? There were some Reservoir Dogs figures that came out like 20 years ago, and they were a little stylized, but they had all the main five, and they had bases, and they were done. If you ever played with them, if you ever had them, they were sculpted in this weird way where they were meant to be walking like the beginning of the movie, and so some like they would have one leg longer than the other. You couldn't really play. Was it Mezco, Vauten? Was it Mezco before Mezco was like full blown? I think maybe it was. Yeah. Those came out. I was in high school when those came out, and those I was really into those. I found them all at Electronics Boutique, which is a GameStop now. Yeah, I think it was Vauten because I always wanted to remember them as being like one of those Mezco or Mayfex, but I couldn't remember. Braxton, you got your Three Jokers bundle and got the Knights showed up. My Robin and Barbara shipped, so I'll have those in hand before the end of the week. I'm really excited to look at them, especially the Batgirl. That's kind of probably going to become my main Batgirl until they make a proper like comic Burnside one. I'm trying to get paint on here in between moments, just because when you're putting paint on this stuff, it just becomes like laying enough on there, Sam, I did see that Death of the Family Joker. It looks pretty cool. I'm looking forward to seeing that head sculpt in person. It's obviously that same body. They're going to get a lot of mileage out of that body. I can't blame them. Braxton, appreciate it, man. Thanks for hanging out in here. Oh, Vaughn, you're saying that new Mezco Captain Nemo is a remake of their old one from 20 years ago? That makes a lot of sense. Man, that figure looks so cool. The thing is, I just got to a place kind of where it was like, I like high-end stuff and I like the designer toys and all, don't get me wrong. It's just that when it's $60 and then they kind of start to feel this like the same thing over and over again. And so for one, it's that diminishing returns, but then also like the price is just a little too prohibitive to really build out a lot of guys. And I'm so drawn to so many different kinds of figures, licenses, brands, and I like different things about those different brands that I don't ever commit all the way to one. Definitely not like the way that I've committed to the Multiverse line, Oh yeah, Vaughn, are those the Mezco Conan? Are they cloth and everything? Are they like everything else? That could be pretty cool. I'm thinking like fur cloaks and loincloths and stuff made out with fabric. Braxton, you're saying it definitely was Mezco for that Reservoir Dogs? Yeah, half sculpt, half cloth. That's that's pretty cool. I'd love to see those. You and Bones both love Conan. Can't blame you. He's badass. My tastes don't skew toward fantasy that much. I mean, I dig Conan and stuff. Um, you know, what's weird for some reason, whenever I think of Conan, I can't help for some reason my mind associates um, Cerebus with Conan so much. I think just because of the medieval like um, fantasy black and white comic. Barbarian pack. Mezco Barbarian pack with 6-inch ones, like generic heads. That actually sounds awesome. Sounds awesome. I keep getting the urge to pick up. This is off topic. One of those Joy Toy mechs. They look so freaking cool. And I love 4-inch. Good 4-inch scale stuff. Really. Um, I can really get into it just because it's the best for vehicles and mechs, obviously. Robbs, you found an $8 Lobo? All right, here's something I need to do. So because this clown Joker, I'm trying to match Sky Escape. And Sky Escape has this vest, and this clown Joker doesn't have a vest. So I'm gonna use this flower on his jacket, on his lapel here, as an opportunity to bring that orange and or to bring that blue color back in. So make the flower blue, and then I'm gonna go ahead and while I'm doing that, I'm gonna make the center of the flower this orange as well. Oh yeah, Vaughn, you're doing the 40K, the Joy Toy stuff. Killer. Yeah, I keep getting tempted. Just pick up. I can live with just picking up one of those and just testing it. You know, taking it for a test ride and enjoy that. Excuse me. That's part of the thing about like I don't frequently commit all the way to one particular line. Oh, I don't need this yet. Just because I like to be able to, I like to have the freedom of playing around. That's why I think a lot of people resent the multiverse line because they're so locked into 6-inch. You know what I mean? And I can't blame them for not wanting. If when you get locked all the way in, it becomes difficult to um, break from that. You're spending a lot of your discretionary income and you want it to be you want that long-term investment to kind of materialize in whatever your cool display is or your collection. So when you have things that throw it off, it becomes really difficult to justify. Meanwhile, the Eternals are still full price. Um, and just like I was thinking, and it's not. I'm not even talking about the quality of the figures because honestly, the live action Legends look good. They look good. But I know a lot of people don't like them. They don't match the normal comic style, 100%. Um, but now, like they're the Marvel, the MCU, just like their release dates and stuff, they got big events every 3 months, and No Way Home. I'm expecting any day now for them to say, oh yeah, here's that villains wave that we were kind of keeping a secret. So it just seems like, man, is it just going to be just congested with live action Legends that nobody is picking up because they're just not into the live action? Because Eternals and Shang-Chi, you could, if you wanted to, blame, oh, well, the movies didn't can't come out on time. And so nobody knew those characters or anything. Because as soon as I did watch both those movies, I was like, oh, yeah, actually, man, those movies made those Legends toys look better. um, so I'm just curious. I don't know. And I mean, I've got a friend that he picks up the live action Legends probably more often than the comic ones, and part of that's probably just because that's what's out. That they're making good characters that he wants, I guess. Like because I think he's in that spot where he's trying to put together certain teams. X-Men, like cartoon style, or like the characters from the cartoon, and you just can't ever complete a Legends team without having to go back to eBay and spend $50. But you could build the Eternals team right now for full price. And I don't even I'm not even mentioning that, talking about that, to even like be like clowning on Legends. I'm because I'm saying the ones that I like, they look really cool. But they're as a product, they're just not worth me going and getting every single one that I want, because it's that thing of just diminishing returns. It feels like it's just getting the same thing over and over again, whether I'm stoked on the character or not. Vaughn, did they make a Legends Toad for the Classics wave to celebrate the wave one of Legends? Because they should. I don't know if they did, but last time I was at Target, I did notice that the classic ones on the blisters, they had been picked over. There weren't many left of those. Yeah, Dom Life, they are throwing, it seems like, more love and yeah, new sculpts at the live action stuff. Yeah, Nick Mandel, the live action X-Men and Deadpool figures were big hits. That's true. So maybe if the property's bigger, yeah. And yeah, Deflex, you like the Eternals. Yeah, maybe if those had hit at the right time. But I say that, and those movies are out, and they're still languishing on the pegs. Black Mantle, hey, what's up, buddy? You say the Eternals look like cult members on the way to drink some punch. That's actually not far from. Yeah, that's a appropriate assessment. Sam, you haven't picked up Legends after Endgame too much. Well, I mean, because if they did a No Way Home wave, all the villains and the other guys, Toby and Andrew, maybe build a Doc Ock. I would get them all. I seriously would. Oh, Dom Life said some dude said he swapped out the heads and turned the Eternals into Siths. That's a great idea, actually. Yeah, those would be pretty solid. You can make the Knights of Ren pretty. They'd be good bases for those. Chris Winkler saying his biggest issue with McFarlane DC is they're focused on story arcs without giving us a base comic figure. It's true. It just especially gets frustrating as they go further along and they do bits and pieces of more and more things, and all those things it still feel a little incomplete. I'm still waiting on the White Knight follow up. Hopefully, when Sean Murphy's next book comes out, they'll get some more of those out. I think they want us to know that it's still alive because they did give us this motorcycle. You know, I think they want us to keep it in our hearts, but Von saying the biggest problem Legends has is price, hands down, and it's going to get worse before it gets better. I think that's the truth. If they were like 15 or even 18, 17, 18 bucks, you know, it'd be like, hell yeah, these are, I can't ask for more. But when they're charging 23 bucks, you can ask for a lot more. Braxton's uncle held the Guinness World Record Batman collection from 2013 to 2016, which is incredible. You would walk through his collection as a kid. That's really incredible because it seems to me like Batman collections are maybe one of the things you kind of see the most. People have dedicated Batman collections. You know, maybe Star Wars comes close, but I mean, before even the term man cave existed, I just feel like I saw so many different things on the news and TV of people with huge Batman collections. Real Batman is asking, "What's up, everyone? How are we feeling about DC Multiverse line right now these days?" Awesome, really. I'm feeling real good about these new ankles coming into the Multiverse line. So far, Ultraman definitely has sculpted ankles. If you saw my Princess Bride review, Buttercup, actually underneath that fabric dress, she had I don't have her handy. She had sculpted ankles. So that I feel like that's going to be implemented over time. Hopefully, feeling really great about that. Because you know, there feels like I'm running out of stuff to like criticize. You know what I mean? I got my pet gripes that I try to mention pretty often, and this stuff gets fixed. One of these days, they're gonna put out a figure, and it's gonna be no notes. Oh, Nick Mandel, it's the first Toby's 20th anniversary. Toby Spider-Man, the first Toby, is how I said it. Kendo, you're out after Endgame. What are your thoughts there? Is it just is it a good time for a clean break, or you weren't stoked on Endgame, or you could just tell like the next phase is gonna get further and further away from what you liked about it? It feels like it's gonna start getting just saturated, watered down a little bit. Just too many things going on to have to keep up with. It's gonna feel like a chore. I'm afraid. Dom Life said, "You're saying your local Targets have sold and re-upped on Batmobiles. You've seen them disappear from your stores and then get more Batmobiles. That's amazing. I mean, you know, I think it's. I mean, a lot of people think it's dumb, and it is dumb. And it's not necessarily what anybody would be asking for a Batmobile, like large scale vehicle at all. But I mean, I think the people that see the appeal, they get it, you know. And it's not to. The appeal isn't that it's a great Batmobile. It's not a Batmobile at all. You know what I mean? It's a monster truck. You don't need a Batman monster truck. I can't blame you. Yeah, Nick Mandel. That's my theory is as well is that they're just gonna all of one of these next couple weeks or so be like, oh yeah, hey, we were holding back that Spider-Man No Way Home villains wave, for spoiler reasons, and then that's gonna drop. I think that's gonna happen. And if they do, I mean, Legends is gonna have my 23 freaking dollars several times over. Michael, hey, what's up? Hey, thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate you jumping in here. Glad you could make it. Scott Knight, what do you think about that Gotham Knights Nightwing? Is that gonna be your main Nightwing? Something about it, I kind of like it. When I had that Bat family up before I threw most of them on the Batmobile, and I went with the Gotham Knights Nightwing just because maybe partially just because I had seen the old one for so long that I wanted something fresh. Because the Gotham Knights Robin's not gonna be my main Robin. I can tell that for sure. Bon, you haven't seen a Batmobile in store. I've seen them. Yeah, Chris, I've got that Gotham Knights Robin and Batgirl both coming on. It says Friday. Hopefully, it'll show up early. I was excited to see some movement on that, and then they moved the Amazon finally moved confirmed, I guess, maybe not moved, the release date for Dark Knight Returns, which I haven't seen in store. It's possible I might see them in store before Amazon ships them. I'd love it if that were to happen, but I'm not banking on it. And I'm really not out hunting every day or anything like that. There were some times for a while where I was going out a couple times a week, maybe 2 or 3 times a week. And I was just, I'd find stuff, but it would end up being, how it goes. You start to get a lot of, you come home empty-handed a bunch of times in a row. It's like, I'll just wait for the pre-orders to ship. I can live with it. I do go a little bit crazy when a lot of people are getting them. When I'm on like Facebook and the multiverse groups or something, and people are posting Dark Knight Returns stuff over and over again. I'm like, I want it. Professor Bex, hey, what's up? Thanks for watching, buddy. Braxton, you're in Louisville. You get current releases from Big Bad Toy Store. Yeah, which those don't necessarily ship in great time. Oh, you got that. Nick Mandel got that Marvel Legends Hercules. He looked really cool. Oh shit! Yeah, Vaughn, you got a great idea. Replace the Gotham Knights Robin. They replace the chest with the 3 Jokers Red Hood, and there's a pretty solid classical Robin. That's a great idea, actually. Especially because lately it has been very easy to do leg swaps. I did a leg swap on this, and of course I didn't do it on camera. I mean, I recorded some video for these customs. I didn't do that on camera because I was trying to just see if it was even possible. And then by the time I got halfway done, I was like, I gotta put this all the way on, and that's staying that way. So, but it was easy. Once you get the legs pried off, putting them back together is cake. Oh, subliminal. Yes. Um, let me try to do that for you. Subliminals wanted to see this drifter bike with red hood on it, and no, subliminal. I'm in Indianapolis. I don't really get stuff that early unless I find it in the store. Um, but yeah, I've noticed people in California tend to get theirs pretty early. Yeah, Dom, like you're considering giving up on pre-orders. Yeah, because they end up most of the time they end up showing up in the store. At least around me, they're pretty reliable. Maybe not always first on the block to get them, but okay. Subliminal, you're asking? You said Pew Pew Red Hood. Do you mean this one? Is the one you want to see on here? Because I'll get the other one too. I think somebody else asked for 3 jokes. Red Hood on that video. So I will. What time is it? 36-minute mark. Let's take notes here. So okay. Subliminal. I don't have his hands on. I might see if I can get his hands out in a minute, but for now, let's just look at this. Man, he actually looks pretty dope on here. Oh, and actually, you know what? His finger hands look like he's like grabbing the brake, like throttling it. That's actually pretty badass. Sorry, I keep letting him fall off here. He fits on there better than Drifter does, and really the question. He still doesn't. I mean, actually, does he? Yeah, he's a little taller even than Drifter was. Ooh, that's pretty dope. Yeah, that's tough. That's a good fit. Yeah, Vaughton's saying the finger bang hands are the greatest invention in toys in the modern era. It's true. I completely agree. These things are a blast. They just make it, you know what I mean? Like the party hands, man. He's cool. He's whatever. He's hanging out. You know, hey, it's awesome. Give him some personality. And I know somebody else. I'm gonna do this for somebody that commented on the video about 3 Jokers Red Hood on this bike. I gotta grab him though. I think he's easy to get. I don't think he's gonna be as good of a fit. Hang on a second. I'm gonna grab the Nightwings and Red Hoods bin here. I mean, I considered putting some other figures on the bike in the review, but who do you pick? And then do they even fit? And is it even worth, you know what I mean? The comparisons. I know people love the comparisons. I just don't always make it a priority. Kendo, the Drifter is a cool figure. Honestly, I like it. Maybe not as I don't think he's like a cool. He's like, oh, cool, isn't this cool? Bruce Wayne, as a Drifter. He's just a cool kind of generic guy, Bob the Goon, if you will. His hands are a little stiff. Oh, Christina Fuentes was saying they were wanting a regular Wonder Woman, and Vaughn was speculating that maybe she's on hold because of her classic costume is too revealing. And now there's all kinds of rules with WB, and they might have issue with the revealing costumes. I don't know. It's possible. AT&T sucks. It's pretty dope too. I'm trying to get his head turned up. Also pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm mad at this figure still. I still got a bad taste in my mouth from when it breaking on me. Vaughn, your most wanted McFarlane anything is Lobo's space bike. That's a pretty good one. We kind of talked about it before. My most wanted McFarlane anything would be a Paul Verhoeven line with Starship Troopers, RoboCop, and Total Recall. I want multiple Michael Ironside figures. Oh yeah, Dom Life. We did get that last night on Earth Wonder Woman, but then after that we got that weird that Todd designed Wonder Woman had that suggested that maybe at one point it was supposed to be bare midriff and then wasn't. And the guns thing didn't happen in right away either necessarily. Christino, about Etrigan, definitely a good one to keep your eyes out for if he goes on sale. If you're holding out for his classic design, I bet that he's gonna show up eventually. I bet that we're gonna get it eventually. If you're really dying to have an Etrigan, he's good. He's not great. What am I doing? I'm still trying to lay a little bit of paint on here. See if it's drying. Vaughn is saying that it's strange that there's no sexy figures after 3 years of Todd. No Starfire, no Ivy, no intentionally seductive females. Yeah, he just doesn't. He just is convinced that female figures aren't going to sell, and I think he keeps trying to like be a self-fulfilling prophecy and not give the ones that everybody's dying for. But I mean, the other Wonder Woman figures, other than the movie ones, they're not peg warmers. Oh yeah. Vaughton's saying Etrigan is super cheap on Amazon right now. Yeah, you might check into that, Christino. Dom Life, he's digging the Etrigan. I did on a live. I cut his little notches to make his elbows have better range. It's a pretty fun figure. It's just kind of, it's all right. Oh yeah, Sam Tao V for Vendetta. I'd go nuts for some Vertigo stuff, man. Big time. Oh, Michael Campbell. I found the Drifter bike I got through cmdstore.com. I got Drifter, Bruce Wayne, and the bike through there. I hadn't seen him anywhere else. I'd used him in the past to get Death Metal Batman. I was looking really hard for that guy, and he just wasn't showing up. So I used them before. Got to pay for shipping, but they shipped pretty promptly. I would recommend CMD Store if you absolutely have to use somewhere that you got to pay for shipping. She's Vaughton saying She Spawn disproves the females don't sell. I mean, I would have to see her anywhere. I actually like my pre-order got canceled, so definitely, technically, I haven't even bought one. Oh, Chris, you wanting a Batman Inc. line? Yeah, Grayson Batman, Steph Batgirl, good Tim. Yeah, some of those designs are pretty cool. I mean, I like the storylines, especially when the storylines have a unique art style. Like I said, I like the White Knight. Those Dark Knight Returns ones look really, really fun. It's just a matter of like, okay, so they're going to do a Dark Knight Returns wave. Well, there's a lot more figures they could make from that. You know, they did a White Knight wave. Well, there's a lot more figures they can make from that. Yeah, Christina, you could also, you could probably make that from a custom too. Use parts of the Wonder Woman 84, make a rebirth. You could use bits and pieces from probably her and maybe the Todd designed one. And what else? The Last Night on Earth one's got some good pieces. I'm jumping in with the blue here. I'm just going right in. Don't have anything blocked off. Wish me the best of luck. Subliminal, the She Spawn review is coming as soon as I can get one. She is one of my most anticipated of 2022 so far. But I will try to remember to do the Spawn Universe 1 pose with the She Spawn in that review. Oh, damn it. Yeah, Vaughton is saying that he said it a million times. He loves story-specific waves. Long Halloween, Kingdom Come, New Frontier. Yeah, so many amazing opportunities with unique art styles. I fully agree. And my only problem with the story specific waves are that the wave is too small to include everyone. Plastic Addict, hey, what's up, man? Oh, you're just jumping in here. All right, check this out. I am painting. This is the torso of a clown Joker. We're doing a 3. Make sure I don't have paint on my hands. We're doing 3 customs. And I'm going to do a video. I'll have a video out once the customs are complete. I'm just kind of working on them, hanging out right now. So this clown Joker is going to become Sky Escape Joker. Let me try to hold up a couple things here at once and not get paint on it. So this is what's happening here. And then the other ones that are in the works are Tech Shield Batman is coming up. And then we're turning this Drifter Bruce Wayne into Bob the Goon, another OG. Not Kenner's Toy Biz, but still a throwback, a classic. Dom Life, I really like that Mohawk Wonder Woman too. And actually, I used a, I didn't like that stubble that they tried to paint on the sides. I like the bare sides of her head. And it took that wash of paint off, and so it just looks like the Mohawk against the bare shaved head. I like it a lot better. Oh, yeah, actually, she's right here. I don't know if you can tell. If you can see the sides of her head. Can't really grab her off very easily right now. Yeah, they need to make a see-through jet. That would you think the Batmobile was Todd trolling? Wait till he makes a see-through jet. Plastic Addict, you're working on oh, you're doing some paint inspired by Bones, the man himself. Paint the back of the lower legs for black boots. Yeah, some of the spots, especially on his lower half Lobos, just feels like missing some paint. Those shin guards. Plastic Attic, I was watching one of your toy hunts recently. I like those toy hunt videos, just a good hangout vibe. Khaled, hey, from Egypt. What's up, buddy? Thanks for watching, man. Michael, you customize most of your figures? I don't do it super often. A few different reasons. For one, I just get like I kind of just get. I just don't necessarily trust that I'm going to do a better job than what the factory paint looks like. I'm not the most skilled. Like I'm certainly skilled in some artistic abilities, but not necessarily painting these. And I don't have the patience to do the prep work right. Really sand these down and really take apart every single thing and boil them and etc. And airbrush them and etc. So that's another factor. And then the other thing is I can be a perfectionist and I can make it difficult to cross the finish line because I gotta have everything just so. It's probably why I've just been so stoked to be able to do so much stuff to that Batmobile, like in a way that felt very easy. I missed a little dot. Can you see it right on the? Can you see that? Not that bad. Aliens in Space. How's it going? Yeah, I got a Wizard Magazine t-shirt. Actually, you want to hear a funny story about this t-shirt? What happened is you can't find t-shirts that say Wizard Magazine, and you can't find t-shirts that say Vertigo Comics. So I found the logos, and in the case of Vertigo, I couldn't find a high resolution one, but it was easy enough to just recreate in Photoshop. And I went to TeePublic, which is one of those sites where you can just go print your own shirts, made to order. You can just print one at a time. So I made, and then if you make an account on TeePublic and then you post a new design on your account, then the shirt's like only $13. So I paid for shipping, but I just made a bunch of shirts, and I haven't got any cease and desist letters yet. But I took the designs down as soon as I ordered. So that's a little hack. If Legend of Light, how's it going? Afternoon here, but it's evening where you're at. How's school? How's uni? Oh yeah, Dom Life. I used a Tide pen to take off that paint that I was talking about. But the way I did it was I would like dab the pen onto a piece of a washcloth, paper towel, what have you. You get that liquid from the Tide pen on there, and you wipe it. Yeah, Vaughn. Yeah, if you customize something, you want a double factory stock figure to have next to it. I agree. I just don't like. I mean, I got the figure because I liked the way it looked. Maybe I want to add my own embellishments, but I don't necessarily. I'm not going to trust that it's better. Yeah, a vest. I don't know if I don't know about the vest. The vest is missing. So I'm going to put the blue on that flower just so there's another instance of blue. Oh, plastic guy, did I get the wrong person? Sorry. Sorry about that. Deflex, I didn't cancel She Spawn. Amazon canceled my order. Oh, Legend of Light finally got a working year two Batman. That's great news, man. I know, didn't you say you had like 3 in a row? Um, with the arms. It's funny. Working on that Batman is custom. This happened. Different arm. I mean, obviously the same body as year two, which is the 3 Jokers Batman has the same body. Different arm than the one that was breaking on everybody else's, but and I might reglue that, but the way the paint is now kind of sticky, so I think it could just stay there stiff. If I was really set up and I had a good like station to airbrush stuff, maybe I would go a little harder. But there's just no, I mean, it's just hard to feel confident about doing something that's going to look better than the way it came. I don't want to ruin I don't want to ruin the damn thing, you know. And the way these materials react to paint, especially just acrylic ones, sometimes you're not always going to get what you think you're going to get. Oh yeah, Vaughn, it's true. I resisted doing it for the longest time. Vaughn's talking about don't play with stuff right after delivery. The cold weather makes the plastic brittle. It's true. And I didn't used to do it. I've started just blowing a hair dryer around everything for a little bit right after I get out of the box. Partly because it's like, well, okay, we're starting to see a lot of QC issues. All right, well, okay, is there some? Can there some be done to mitigate that? If it takes some effort on my end, fine. Um, but I mean, just yeah, it's wintertime. The stuff comes out. The stuff comes. It comes to my house. It sits in the dining room on the table for a while. I get it out of the box. It sits in my house for a while before I do the review, and it's still cold to the touch when I get it out of the box. So yeah, I've started using the hair dryer. Not the color I would have chosen to make a flower, but because Clown Joker doesn't have that vest, I want to bring that blue back in there. Christina, I would almost guarantee. I'll bet you guys $1 right now. That there's gonna be um, there's 24 people in here right now. I'll bet each of you $1. 25 people watching right now. I'll bet all of you $1. If you want to write your name, say hello, put your name in the comments. It, I'll bet you all $1. We get a '89 Batmobile before the end of the year from Top. Oh my gosh, Legend of Light. Took you 4 tries to get a good year 2 Batman, and the paint on the glove is terrible. I'm glad you got one though. Just use that cape, you know. Have him holding that cape in a way that covers it. Yeah, exactly. Subliminal, the Flash movie. That's it's gonna happen. There's no way. Yeah. Yeah, Vaughton also Detective Vaughton noticed that there's thigh cuts on the future state um, Bat Batman that's coming out. So a Bat bike for that is very likely in the future. How much do I think that Batmobile would be, AMAC? I bet it would be at the same price point of yeah, a Batmobile, $80. And we were talking about it before on one of these streams. Was it last week or week before? Um, talking about how long it would have to be. It would have to be something like 20. What was it? What did it? 22 or 25 inches long for it to be actually scale accurate, not fudged scale, which is considerably longer than the Batmobile. Shorter, obviously, but still pretty significant chunk of plastic. I mean, my thing now, though, after that Batmobile is like, yes, I would definitely prefer a Keaton Batmobile. But look what I was able to do with this thing. I'm not going to be able to do this shit with the Keaton one, you know. So in a way, it's like, well, yeah, it's definitely I definitely have a lot more attachment to the Keaton one, but the play factor, the fun factor, yeah, 23ish inches long for that, huge. Where the hell are you going to put that? 7-inch scale Keaton Batmobile. Oh, where am I going to put that? Subliminal, you're wanting the Keaton with the cloth cape. I hope it's I hope it's like a faux leather. Actually, now that you're saying that, if they're gonna make it fabric, oh, Darth Golden Freddy, you got a Dark Knight Returns Batman and Joker. Yeah, color me jealous, buddy. I can't wait to see those. Good find. Yeah, AMAC, I did see those pictures of the Keaton Batman stunt double. Oh, that was on Batgirl. Oh, okay, I see. Yes, because he's going to be on Batgirl. Hmm. Yeah. Well, see, that's weird. Okay, because if it's for Batgirl, I was just kind of assuming whether that was a stunt double or not, that they're just kind of uh, so many superhero costumes now are digitally augmented. You know that they're wearing they'll wear a facsimile of what the costume looks like, and they still have all the dots on them for tracking a 3D suit to the actor. So I was just thinking when I saw that Batman, I was like, oh yeah, they'll probably he's just wearing a fabric look-alike thing, and then they'll CG. But I thought that was for the movie, so for the show, I don't know. And I'm sure they're going to shoot it in a way that doesn't show how like just fabricy that costume looked. But I didn't. I just saw it briefly, and I didn't actually kind of put together that it was for the show. I didn't pay that close attention. I was being filmed in your city. Where are you at, Mac? What Chris Winger is saying? What's the over under that you see a Mezco Keaton, or say that you see a McFarlane Keaton before the Mezco one? I think it's very likely. If you've got, God bless you. If you got your pre-orders for the Mezco 112 Keaton Batman, yeah, I got a bridge to sell you too. At that for that matter. Yeah, I'm all for more classic live action um, Batman figures. Yeah, I know. I talk about how I don't love the live action figures as much, and I don't. And I wish it really just more of a matter of it's a number of factors. It's the likenesses, but also they're always in such a rigid stance. It feels like they don't quite feel like they're wanting to. They when you put them in different poses, they just don't feel like they want to go that way. Oh, Vaughn, I haven't seen The Dark Knight Returns to Robin. I'm glad she's that small though, because yeah, part of the Frank Millerness of it all is that disparity of like body sizes. Yeah, Plastic Addict. I do think we're gonna see the ankle rockers like on Soul Crusher in the Multiverse line. In fact, Ultraman. Oh yeah, Vaughn's saying it right now. Ultraman and Manhunter have custom sculpted ankles, and Martian Manhunter has custom wrists. And to me, that's particularly impressive because I don't know. I guess this is sculpted into a laced up shoe. Um, the Manhunter wrists and the Ultraman ankles, those are on like fabric or bare skin or thin fabric. You know what I mean? Because like if you saw like Birds of Prey Harley, like the worst parts are like her big ankles. They really ruin the silhouette. Yeah, Dom Life. I'm dying to find a gold label Hasbat. Man, I really can't wait to find that thing, and I'm just so excited about that a gold label release that actually feels like a gold label release. It feels like a little bit extra, and with extra paint and the light up. So I'm hoping they'll do more stuff like that. That's just a few bucks more, and what looks to be like worth the extra price. Aliens in Space. Your favorite Batmobile was the animated series Kenner one. Oh, that had a mini jet that kind of popped out of the back. I didn't have that one. I had the first Keaton one, the two-seater with the open cockpit, the Toy Biz one, and I had that um, Batwing, the Keaton Batwing. those two things are the two things I just keep kind of on my watch list on eBay. Waiting to find good ones for good prices and pull the trigger. Almost actually a couple weeks ago, almost snagged a Batwing, complete Batwing with the suction cup darts, with the handle, the pistol grip, everything. It was going to be more than $100 after shipping, so I just didn't do it. But eventually, Incognitive, hello, hey, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Scott Knight, you're stoked on Crime Syndicate. I think I'm going to read it. I don't know anything about Crime Syndicate. Everyone's real jazzed about that Starro Build-A-Fig wave, the Crime Syndicate one, so I'm going to read it. So I know what the hell I'm talking about when those reviews come around. Okay, Darth Golden Freddy's got a question. What's the dream figure to add to the multiverse line? Could be any character or version of a character. Well, if it's multiverse line, I'm going to assume you mean DC, and my one DC character that I would wish for is man, I boiling it down to one is so tough. It would be really cool to see a 100 bullets. I'm in Vertigo land in my head. That's what I'm thinking. I was thinking of Ex Machina and Why the Last Man was Vertigo, right? That'd be a good one. Although, but really, in not Fantasyland, real world, just based on what has come out from the DC Multiverse line, if I could get one figure, it would be a White Knight, Joker in the T-shirt and suspenders, wearing a Batman T-shirt and suspenders. That's what I want. Oh, Vaden, that's a good one. Hey, D Sniper, there he is. What's up, buddy? Hang on, I gotta catch up here. Oh, Vaden's one. His would be a Fleischer cartoon Superman. That's a great choice. Yeah, see, Vaden, that's what I'm saying. The Crime Syndicate wave is only 4 figures with a 6-member team. They're gonna make people crazy if they don't complete those teams. I love the four figure Build-A-Fig. It's so much better than Legends. 6 figures, God. And then weirdly, like 6 figures isn't even necessarily the whole wave. Sometimes other figures come without the Build-A-Fig piece. Ugh, messy. Plastic Addict, what figures am I looking forward to the most out of all the upcoming releases? I'm probably on your side there with the Dark Knight Returns ones. Really, I like those. I love those sculpts. They just look. They really make me giggle. The Frank Millerness of it, the ugliness, and they still look good. They still look cool, and there's something about him. I was trying to place what it was about those Frank Miller figures, and I think it's that because some people have said they don't look like Frank Miller artwork, which I don't agree with at all. But I was trying to see what they saw, trying to figure out what they're talking about. And I think what it is that those sculpts of that Dark Knight Returns, Batman and Superman, they're not the faces from the splash pages. They're the faces from the panels the pages that are just walls of text, and it's a bazillion panels, and they're just like and Batman's just like you know what I'm saying? I think that's what I'm detecting as far as where is the disconnect? Why do people not think they look like Frank Miller? Because to me, they absolutely do. Darth Golden Freddy wants a white Rorschach. Yeah, I mean, I would pick a member of the Watchmen, but I don't. I hate to just pick one. I want all of them. I want all of the Watchmen. I want all the Watchmen. I want the first generation Minutemen. I want the movie versions of all those characters, and then I want the HBO show. I keep thinking about getting Westworld, Man in Black, the DST, Westworld, Man in Black, and uh, Dolores, and trying to use those as the basis to make a Looking Glass and Sister Night figures from the HBO Watchmen. Yeah, Von, I don't think that Joker one quite does it for me. Maybe if when I see it in hand and looking at it at the right angle, but I'm not sure why that Joker doesn't quite connect with me like those. Um, yeah, Batman and the Superman ones. Yeah, D Sniper, I'm with you too. Just keep giving us interesting takes on characters. Um, yeah, that are the most fun, like Joker Bot. I totally agree. Just with the stuff that doesn't feel like I've seen it a million times before. And I'm not. I'm no. I've told you before, but I'm not the guy that's complaining about too much Batman. Because I'm a Batman guy, and I'm from the world where um, there were a million Batman. Batman variants. Actually, ooh, you want another sneak peek at an upcoming video? I'll give you this. It's the back of a blister card here from 1995, and there's 11 figures on the back here. 6 of them are Batman. So, yeah, Votten is right. The Killing Joke Joker is already like 80% the perfect Rorschach. Which actually, I need a third one now because I had to take one. I had a second one in the box, and I had to take him apart to make Bob the Goon. So I need a third Killing Joker to probably make a custom Rorschach. And then I need a fourth one to just keep in the box just in case. No, I don't need it just in case. Yeah, Chris Winkler's wanting Booster. Yeah. And he's original flavor Tim Drake. Oh, Cyborg Superman would be awesome too. Oh yeah, Darth, you're speaking my language. If the hockey puck stands for the Watchmen wave was the comedian's button, smiley face. Oh, which here's something I didn't know. Here's something worth noting. Um, if you're making Watchmen stuff, I can't remember where did I hear somebody talking about this. If you're making Watchmen stuff, you don't get the license to the smiley face. That's a separate license. That's a separate trademark that you have to go get. Because I guess who was it? Somebody made some Watchmen figures and they couldn't even use the smiley face. While I'm talking about that, while I'm talking about Watchmen, I did a video a while back. Go watch it if you haven't. It explains why there are no plans for Watchmen in the DC Multiverse line in the immediate future. I would tell you about it now, but don't get me started. I don't. Oh, Plastic Addict. I did not. I still haven't watched the YouTube videos for that Gotham book yet. But I did read that book, and it's really, really awesome. I'm looking forward to checking those videos out. D Sniper is saying he saw someone made a cool coat from a children's throw blanket for the Batman Forever movie. That's a great idea. I'll go down the rabbit hole. I've considered buying them on eBay before. They don't come around very often. But if you had the Batman '89 VHS tape back in the day, that had this Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck cartoon ad for the Warner Brothers catalog, and I've almost multiple times almost bought that actual catalog. But you can find scans of it online. It's really funny, just all the hilarious like Batman denim jackets, and fanny packs, and all the merch. And that wasn't just like the merch; that was like high end stuff. That was like expensive. Those catalogs were ridiculous, man. Those catalogs, and I would used to read Star Wars Insider magazine, which was it was a magazine. It existed between the end of I don't know when it started, but in the dark era between the end of Return of the Jedi and the prequels, when there was no new Star Wars stuff getting made. Star Wars Insider was a quarterly, 4 times a year, breath of fresh air, and but the middle of it every time would be these catalog pages where they would have the full size statue of Boba Fett, and it was $7,000, and I would just as a kid be like, one day I'm gonna get that. I never got that, but I did. I got a lot of other stuff. Yeah, Dom Life. I liked the HBO Watchmen show, but the last episode kind of didn't quite wrap everything up, or even not that it didn't wrap it up, because I don't need it to be wrapped up. I like that it's sort of a ellipses at the end, but the way it all came together with um Lady Tron, what's her name? Damn it. Yeah, just kind of that last episode didn't feel right, and it bothered me that there were 9 episodes, not 12. It should have been 12. I Even though every episode was like really incredible and the production value was through the roof. 12. 12. Oh yeah, Vaughn. Watchmen Doomsday Clocks as bases with Ozymandias as midnight. That's badass. It's a good idea. Subliminal. Is it Blackest Night that's coming out, or is it one? Is it a different? I thought I'd heard that it was something else. That it was somebody. Batman Who Laughs. A different version. I can't remember now. Black Lantern Batman. Oh, maybe that's the one. I don't know. I haven't seen that leak yet that you're talking about, Subliminal. I mean, but the leaks tend to come through. Oh yes, Vaughn. The Hot Toys couldn't use the smiley face on the comedian. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Yeah, Sam. I'm down for Mr. Freeze, Arkham City, or just in general. I always say because whenever we're talking about like figures I would love to see, I'm always like, well, like there's like several versions of every single character I'd want to see too. You know what I mean? I'll take every Two Face that they make. Um, I'll take every Mr. Freeze, every Clayface. Oh, I always forget something. I didn't bring water in here for these paintbrushes. Yeah, D Sniper, that is true. Forrest Gump did help create the smiley face. That actually did happen. The rest of the movie was fake, but that part was a documentary. Yeah, Dom Life, that Felix Toys ink blot. Who was talking about that last week? Just got that ink blot. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? We did. I was playing with the Batmobiles for 2 weeks in a row, so the last 2 weeks of lives have just blended together. Actually, you know what? To be perfectly frank, when I do these lives, and it's the pressure's on, like it's live, it's happening right now, and I want to keep up with everybody and be entertaining people, I kind of black out. And at the end of the live, and I hit end stream, um, and I gotta like go outside and smoke a cigarette. I'm like, what just happened? So, so the lives, how much of it actually gets absorbed up here? I'm not sure. I don't know. And then every once in a while, I'll throw one of them on. I'll just turn them on like on my phone or something, or on the YouTube app on my PlayStation. I'm like, well, what happened on that live? Is it terrible? And then I'll watch a few minutes. I'm like, okay, I'm not an insane person, but oh, D Sniper, the Godzilla store merch is ridiculously high. Just $230 for a jacket with him on it. Yeah, I don't know why that stuff always used to be so expensive. Anybody remember the days of like the Disney store and the Warner Brothers store at the mall? They always had crazy high end stuff there. $800 leather jackets, with Mickey Mouse on them and shit. Yeah, Darth Golden Freddy. I'm with you. I love a long Halloween wave, but it's the same thing. It would take more than one wave to get all the characters I want in that style. Yeah, Grundy build a fig. See you later. Be awesome. Ian, how much does a truck weigh with all the figures on it? It's kind of heavy. It's not that heavy. It's weird. It's weird to grab it. Um, that when you grab on it, I think for a second it kind of feels heavier than it is. It's not. It's not that heavy. Um, it probably weighs like two or three Devastators. I would use Devastator as a unit of. I would say it weighs probably 1.5 Violators. So it's heavy, but not like. Oh, Ice got you. Subliminal Blackest Night. Okay, from 2008. From not Darkest Night. Okay, cool. Yeah. Oh, the '97 Kenner Man Bat. Yeah, I bet that does look awesome. For the animated series, right? I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Vaughn says Warner Brothers store had a foot tall purple suit '90s Catwoman statue. I was like, WTF? Then he bought it. Of course he did. Yeah, the Warner Brothers store was awesome, man. Uh, Man, I couldn't afford anything in that store, but yeah, I would love to go. Um, I was a mall rat kid, like, because my mom would go shopping a lot in the weekends, and at a certain point, a certain age, she let me just. She knew which stores I was going to. It would be Electronics Boutique, which is GameStop now. The Game Reserve, which is the tabletop gaming store where they had in the weekends they would have people come and play the games. I would sit and watch them play. Where else? There was an Entertainment Earth. It wasn't a full store. It was a kiosk, and I could sit at that kiosk for like 2 freaking hours. What else was there? I mean, those were the big three. So my mom knew me. She was like, "Well, all right, you're going to be at one of those three spots." So she just cut me loose. Bon's saying he's hoping the Kyle Rayner figure reuses the lantern arms and legs, not to save Todd money, but he likes the idea that a police force would have a kind of unified uniform. Yeah, I still need a. I didn't hang on to that Hal Jordan 2-pack. I just couldn't justify it. I didn't need that other Dawnbreaker, and yeah, didn't hang on to it. So I don't have a Hal Jordan. Still need one. D Sniper, you're hoping to find the gold variant of McFarlane, the Batman statue for action figure display. Oh, is it for the base for that building base? D Sniper saying Ben was Bully Fleck in Mallrats before Toby was Bully Maguire in Spider-Man 3. Yeah, Maguire Fleck. You know what? Something else I got recently. I was thinking about reviewing this, but I got I pre-ordered this so long ago I forgot about it. Almost a year ago. Fright Rags. They make horror shirts and stuff. They've been starting to do this thing with this Army Men. So this is a set of Night of the Living Dead Army Men, and pretty cool and all. And then it also includes a giant size glow in the dark George Romero one. The guys kind of feel a little bit more like the pieces from a tabletop game. You know, like I have like Infection, Outpost 31, the Thing game. They kind of look like that, and I wish they looked a little bit more like Army Men. But this, the horror stuff. I love horror stuff, but I know other horror collectors, and they really like their stuff pristine. And I think I'll probably end up just saving this for a trade. I'm sure they're cool. They're not going to bring me a ton of happiness now that I've sort of seen them. Oh yeah, D Sniper. It'll be a statue. That's a good idea. Yeah, Vaughn, I absolutely noticed that in Todd's brag video for best selling line, he had all three of his designed figures in the package. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely noticed that. Thought it was absolutely wackadoodle that he had like two complete live action waves. But I don't know. I think he likes to pimp out the live action stuff, and I think it makes the WB overlords happy. Obviously, he's playing their game the way they like it, and he's trying to get what he wants to do out of it too. It seems like it's working out. Oh, Christina, I didn't see that. I didn't play Call of Duty, but you're saying George Romero was a mini boss in Zombies. Yeah, two movie waves in Batman Beyond. I don't know. Don't know. Is there a code there? Vaughn, have you watched that video frame by frame? Is Todd trying to tell us something? What's he saying? Do we take the first letter of each figure, and then I got my brushes all dried up. I think painting's over. I screwed up my brushes. I gotta go rinse them. Arjun, hey man, thanks for hopping in here. Glad you could catch it. Yeah, Vaughn. Yeah. Vaughn, do you mean the Da Vinci Code? Or is it Bible? Is Bible Code a thing? I was thinking you were thinking Da Vinci Code, but that it came out Bible Code, which it just sounds funny to me. Bible Code might be a thing. D Sniper, you're thinking about making a stealth suit Batman using the lower half of Unmasked Shriek, arms of Batman Beyond, and the head from an extra death metal Batman. That's pretty badass. What's the torso? Because Shriek has very stocky legs. But that could be pretty badass. Stealth suit Batman. What's the Let me look that up. Is that from a specific thing? I want to look it up. I hate navigating away from the page while I have a live going. It makes me. Oh yeah, I think I see what you're talking about there. Yeah, that could be pretty badass. Oh yeah, unmask Jason Todd torso. That's a great idea, man. That's perfect. I can't stop thinking about Vaughton's idea of putting this torso on that Gotham Knight's legs, Gotham Knight Robin. Um, then it's a matter of what arms. That becomes a question. Maybe that Gotham Knight Robin's arms will work. Sky Knight, you did a custom black bat. Oh yeah, Vaughton's got a side thought. The cyberpunk figures have completely unique base pucks with the figure names on them. And you're thinking the base customization should be more of a thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to complain about it. I have so many of those hockey pucks now. It's absurd. It wouldn't be a draw for me, but I'm sure plenty of people would like them. And I mean, every once in a while, it takes one. Usually, I got them up standing, unless they're doing something where they have one leg up or they're kneeling or something. Most of the guys, maybe if they're in a real wide-legged walking stance, but the figures stand up. People talk about the legs, the ankles. I don't know, guys. You figure out how to make your toys stand up. Some of them are not balanced well, but I mean, Soul Crusher kind of has more delicate feet and ankles, and stand them up, guys. Vaughton saying that according to leaks, the next 2-pack is Hush and Batman, which will be great. A Hush would be awesome, and a Hush would give us maybe a cool trench coat for customs. Gotham Knight Robin arms, you think so? I think they probably work. We'll see how big they are. Oh wait, Chris has got the code figured out. He's saying the code's obvious. Batman Beyond happens in the future and live action. And Donald Faison is rumored to be playing Booster Gold in Legends of Tomorrow. So a live action future character is what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, you're connecting some dots there, Chris. Booster confirmed. And also he's the last descendant of Jesus, question mark. Yeah, I mean, we'd have to analyze it. We'd have to go frame by frame and enhance. That actually sounds like a really funny video to make. But D Sniper, you're buying an extra 3 Jokers Red Hood and putting on the arms and legs of Dawnbreaker. Those are solid arms. Yeah, yeah. To make a Robin, that's a good one. Chris, yeah, I mean, you're trying to put the pieces together, man. Oh yeah, Vaughton's saying that the irregular shape of the new ankles might make them structurally more sound, which may be true. Iron Shell, hey, welcome. You just made your first Dio. Punisher Hideout Armory, that's awesome. What kind of stuff did you use in there? What do you think? Is this covered enough? It's pretty well covered. It's probably good enough for my purposes. I'll look at it in different light. This is fairly specific lighting. And then the real trick is to hit it at the end with Mr. Super Clear. This is gloss, but I favor the matte finish. And this stuff's miraculous. I don't know if you've ever tried to paint this soft rubbery shit. It never dries. It's terrible. And that was very much the case when I sprayed this. It was just, if you just touch it with your finger and it would stick to you because it was that tacky. Hit it with Mr. Super Clear and it's, hell yeah. And it's got a nice matte finish here too. Oh, Vaughn, you're looking for a 110 chain link fencing to make a battering armory for the billion batterings that Todd gave us. It doesn't. It wouldn't hold up to close-ups, but we made that for that city dio. We made that fence with. It's like garden mesh. It's like what you put underneath. Like if you have a a little garden, where you have a little patch of maybe there's not grass or whatever, and you're wanting to, you know what I'm talking about, right? So it's mesh, so it looks like chain link, and we spray paint it silver. I mean, if you need it to hold up perfectly, and especially maybe next to multiverse guys, it maybe hold up better on a Marvel Legends scale. 1/10 is maybe pushing it. Iron Shell use foam, print some posters, gun racks for like $8. That's awesome. Yeah, wooden crates and boxes, awesome, man. All right, folks, I'm gonna probably start wrapping it up. I think I need to go eat something. Maybe put one more coat on this. Yeah, Vaughn, we are due for a lot of reveals. I mean, we've got there've been some leaks, but man, the leaks don't. Hey, Desaro. Hey, glad you can make it. You're late in the game, but never too late. I mean, people have been speculating that there's like Constantine and stuff rumored, which I imagine they'll get to him eventually, but it'd be nice to hear some new leaks. It would be nice on if they could take if maybe on next Tuesday, 2/22/22, maybe they release one of my favorite characters. Maybe they announce one of those. Yeah, the Mezco Constantine does look cool, but I can't. At this point now, I have become what I always complain about, which is the person committed to one line and one scale. No, Vaughn, I don't have the Hot Toys Two Face, and I've almost gotten I almost got that first one some time ago, and then now that there's that second one that looks even better, I've almost got it. I've almost got the Mezco Two Face, and I just haven't pulled the trigger. Now that I started going so hard on these, I just don't shell out for the 60, 80, $100 stuff anymore. Especially now that it's freaking God, it's like 8, 10 figures per a month at least. Yeah, Kendo, you're taking a break for a while so the funds can recover. I hear you. Yeah, yeah, that's part of why I think I'm gonna use some of mine for trade fodder and what have you. Yeah, Dom, like I'm wanting that exactly what you're talking about. And Iron Shell, Justice League Darkwave, Zatanna, Dead Man. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, what could that be a Vilda Fig wave? What would that be? We got a Swamp Thing. Yeah, well, let's see here. Vaughn, while you're talking about it, let's just see what most of my pre-orders are on Amazon, which is Dark Knight Returns, and then the March wave, Aquaman and Manhunter, Solar Suit, and Zod, and then April is the winter stuff, the winter Build-A-Fig, and the future state Batman, and the Dark Detective Batman, and the Rebirth Batman, and Clayface, and Horsey. Yeah, Yeah, what's after April? I can't wait to find out. I get D Sniper, good point. Black Adam, um, the movie is coming out, so that'll be a surefire thing. Flash will be another thing, but those are both kind of later in the year, you know. Oh, Todd's doing another McFarlane Con thing on the 25th, 27th of this month. That's good to know. Christina, where did you hear that? I'm just curious if you got a good source for news that I'm not aware of. Yeah, Nightfall wave, Death of Superman wave. Vaughn, was that your idea? We're talking about Doomsday. Build a Doomsday. See you later. That'd be awesome. All right, guys. Take the next few moments, get in any final remarks or questions. We're gonna start winding it down. Christina, JC, the guy from TNI News. Oh, Toy News International. Okay, okay, nice. All right. Oh, D Sniper, good point. Odd key updates. Uh, Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That makes sense. All right, guys. You asked for it in the poll. You asked for a Wednesday live stream, or at least more than 60% of you did, and that is what you have been given today. I intend to try to keep up with the Wednesday ones, at least for a few weeks, and see if we get in a good rhythm with that, and then maybe try to get a actual like time frame, maybe roughed in there, just so you guys have a little bit more heads up. I know sometimes people miss them. I do them kind of randomly, so I want to throw you guys a bone because I appreciate you watching and I appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, Dom Life. I wish I had the Todd phone, but I don't. Um, yeah, I wish I had the Todd phone. Oh, Vaughn. Vaughn is suggesting check out the TNI comment section on Todd best-selling line announcement that it would make my blood boil. Is my assumption. Oh, a Gordon Harvey Bullock 2-pack. Yeah, Brian, that's a killer idea. I really hope there's some movement in the near future with like what can we get some more going on with the online store? They're I think they're swamped. I think they are. Um, they're a company like that. They're not a very big company. And best I can tell, I think Todd likes to be able to scale up and down. Because we all know that he's hung on this whole time. He's gone through lean times. I'm sure he's gone through many periods where he thought he was really going to lose his shirt. So it seems like I don't really have insider information. Just feels like he seems like a kind of guy. He wants to avoid, you know, the bottom falling out, and he likes to keep a really lean staff. I don't. That's me speculating. That's not. Um, there's no info behind that. Just what my gut is telling me. So I would imagine with having now the best selling action figure line, they've been scrambling. That's my guess. This whole time they've probably been scrambling from wave one, and then having ongoing things like more output, more frequent output, et cetera, et cetera. I would imagine the day-to-day existence there is somewhat chaotic. Lots of deadlines all the time, and you get the deadlines and then new deadlines. So, yeah, it would be nice to see some organization and some energy go toward that online store and do some things that maybe, oh well, if you're so worried about them, I don't know, charge us 10 more bucks or whatever, and make a smaller run and make a Harvey Bullock or a Gordon 2-pack, some whatever it is you're afraid to put on stores. Yeah. Oh yeah. Vaughn, Jason Wynn, Wanda, Terry, store exclusives. For a moment, I was really tempted to even make this a custom Todd the Bomb. I thought that would have been funny. But Bob the Goon, it had to be Bob the Goon. Brian, appreciate you hanging out, man. D Sniper, always appreciate you hanging out. Oh yeah, D Sniper, you're thinking about that Mattel Multiverse Alfred. Yeah, it'd probably be a good pickup. What's that going for right now? Anybody know offhand? I mean, D Sniper, you're the one that you might know since you're looking at him. Oh yeah, Vaughn. Thank God we got a long Joker gun. Yeah, because you know that's what's going with this guy. Sam, thanks for watching, buddy. Oh, Scott Knight, that Hush Alfred, it actually is a cool. Yeah, I like. He's got a cool look. Good idea. Oh, Alfred Gordon 2-pack. $80 for the Mattel Alfred. Woo! Yeah, that hurts. Well, it looks amazing. So, D Sniper, if you are gonna get it, I'm sure you'll be stoked with it. It looks awesome. Kendo, thanks for coming in and hanging out. Always appreciate it when you're around. Yeah, Brian, you got it. All right, guys, we're winding down. Vaughn, appreciate your guidance as always, keeping me on topic here. Essentials cheated for 130. Oh, you know what? I did a video today that I just did a quick video to kind of a tour of where the Batmobile is right now, and just I put the lights in it, etc. And I had to check to make sure that was DC Collectibles Bombshell Harley, because I always confuse the collectibles and direct, and there's so many similarly named things. I just want to make sure I'm saying the right shit. Anyway, I looked it up. Do I still have that tab open? Hang on. No, I don't. Oh yeah, I do. Whew. Are you serious? And I got to tell you, I did not get that thing right when it came out. That thing had been out, and I had seen pictures of it, and I was like, damn, that's a really nice Harley. I saw that at my local comic shop for $35. Yeah. So, pretty tremendous. Cinematico, I'm with you. Harley Quinn animated series figures, I would love that. All right, guys. Time to close up shop. Appreciate all of you. Filming the 3,000 subscriber video tomorrow. I might hit 3,000 like tonight or tomorrow. It's been a good week for reviews, when I have a bunch of reviews like in a row, like the subs kind of shoot up, and like I'll wake up in the morning and go, whoa, holy shit. And it's gonna be pretty cool. I think the 3,000 subscriber video is gonna be cool. I'm gonna throw that Batmobile video up to probably tomorrow. Gotham Knights, Batgirl and Robin coming. Dark Knight Returns coming. Two-Face Day video coming next week. And these customs, these things that I've been working on this whole damn time, the Kenner customs. So good stuff coming up, guys. Looking forward to it. And I'll see you all next Wednesday. Peace out.